Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's in there. Touchdown. Big Blue. 67 yards from scrimmage for Jordan Stafford. And our version of the record books are being rewritten every time the 5'2" senior carries the ball, Bob Lee.
I'll tell you what, it's a thing of beauty to watch him run the football, Tommy. He just burst up the middle. It was like a wet bar of soap just squirting through the middle and bouncing it outside to go the distance.
Joseph, you've got the call.
Thank you. McKay on to attempt. Dedmon to hold. The snap, the hold. The kick is up. And the kick is good with 11:28 to go on the third. It's 11-28. Portland 20, back in 30.
Run of the night. McKay has just kicked the extra point. 11:28 left in the third quarter. Lebanon leads Portland by a score of 28-20.
Stokes will kick it for Lebanon. High kick, end over end job is going to come down and hit it to 20. They let it bounce. Return man's got it in and out. He fumbles it, and we got it. Knocked it loose, but it looked like who got that football back? Abernathy recovered it for the Blue Devils. Colbert knocked it loose. Abernathy got that thing back for the Blue Devils, and Lebanon smelling a little blood in the water, Bob Lee.
Well, they're back in business now at the 32-yard line of Portland, and I tell you, we got a flag on the field. I don't know what that is, but probably illegal block on Portland during the return.
Hold Portland.
Yeah, that's
decline.
Our ball.
Somebody smacked the return man. That was Crabtree on the return. The ball came loose, and Abernathy got on it for the Blue Devils. Lebanon will scrimmage 1st and 10 at their own 30, at the 31-yard line of Portland. 11:21 to go, and Lebanon up 28-20. In the eye. Fake it to Stafford. They're going to throw it.
Open.
They got him wide open, and they underthrew him. They had Sloan up the hash. They ran 42 posts.
Oh, my goodness.
They faked it to Stafford. Everybody in the building jumped on him, and Dedmon just slightly underthrew Sloan, or he would have had 6.
Oh, it was there. It was there. That's tell you what, it's one of those. He's so wide open, you don't want to overthrow it, and he underthrew it.
2nd and 10 from the 31. Dedmon at quarterback. Turn, give it to Stafford. Looks for somewhere to go. He gets 3. There wasn't much there at all, but he kind of bulled his way into the back of his center, Winston Davis, and he picked up a hard 3. 3rd down for Lebanon at the 28. 3rd and 7. Stafford dots the I. Dedmon wants to throw. Throws the slant. It's complete.
Apple.
Juicy Apple on the reception. They lined him up in the slot. The sophomore ran a short post route. He catches it for the 1st down. Bob, pretty good throw. Not a lot of zip on it by Dedmon. His shoulder is killing him, but he has answered the bell here in the 2nd for that 11-yard pass play.
Well, we got Portland reeling now. They don't know whether to come up for the run or back up for the pass.
Turn, give it to Stafford off the right side. Bounces it outside, and he's brought down. They had him sealed off inside, and Stafford's kind of mad at himself. He's saying, hey, I made a bad cut there. I had some room. He's dissatisfied with the gain of 6. And it will be 2nd and 4 at the 11. And he's not happy after a 6-yard gain.
Well, that 6-yard gain, that's killing his average.
Dedmon under center. Slot right. Give it to Stafford. Back against the grain, and he is bowled over. Lebanon pulled a guard, and they ran right up through the guard. We had a man pulling. I think that was Condra. He's in 52. Condra's normally in 51. We have, as I told you earlier tonight, Lebanon wearing practice jerseys tonight. They were concerned about field condition. Old blue pants, white practice jerseys. 3rd and 4 at the 12 for Lebanon. 2 receivers left. Debman throws it high, and it's picked off, and he could run this one back to the 40, the 50. Stafford's got the angle on him. Can he catch him? The 20, the 10, the 5. That is a touchdown. Mitchell Mabry, M-A-B-R-Y, with the return. He took it 80 yards.
Tommy, that was a one-handed catch.
He took it 89 yards to the house. They were trying to throw the hitch, and it got overthrown. There's a flag down here on the play. This has been the wackiest game that I can recall. Joe Gardner, what have you got for us, my friend?
Tommy, that play should have never taken place. Lebanon jumped. Their tackle and end on this side both jumped. They had a little confusion. The play should have never gone out. Nonetheless, he raised up, threw the little hitch out to the side, overthrew our receiver, thought it was going bounds over here with me, and Portland's guy ran up and made a one-handed stab at it. During the return, however, going down the sideline, Portland blocked in the back. He was going into the end zone. The block was 20 yards behind the play. Clearly a block in the back on Phillip Vance. But I just don't think that play should have ever taken place. It should have been 5 yards against Lebanon and try it again.
Joe, you're exactly right. I saw some movement on the line, and I just thought maybe they all moved, I guess, as the ball was being snapped, and it was slow getting back or something. I didn't realize, because I did see movement. It all looked discombobulated from the beginning, but you know, that's a dead ball foul. That should be blown dead before the ball even gets snapped.
Okay, let us summarize. Portland has intercepted a pass. Mabry intercepted Debman's pass. The ball will be spotted at the 50. At the 50-yard line. There's a football in the end zone as the kid that scored the touchdown, the apparent touchdown, left it in the end zone. And so that ball will now be tossed out of play. 1st and 10, Portland at the 50. 28-20, Lebanon leads, 9:09 to go in the third. The 89-yard return of the interception was nullified. Arendel is the quarterback. In the gun, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. They are taking their time calling the play. Lebanon in a 4-man front. Arendel wants to throw, getting some pressure, and he is pulled down. On the tackle,
big Ellis Smith.
Ellis Smith got him around the neck. That is not a horse collar. That is a strangulation. They had him in the sleeper hold and brings him to the ground. Arendel loses 3 on that play. Back to the 47. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end on the right. They're going to run it. Arendel's going to run it off the right side. Gets it back across the original line of scrimmage, and Jarvon Neal comes up and makes the play.
Closed in on it good. Thought he had something breaking it to the outside. Jarvon Neal closes in on the play and tackles him before he can get around the end, get around the corner, and get there for the first down, leaving him with a 3rd and 9.
Gain of 5 on that play. Ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line of Lebanon. Bryce Arnold is back in at tackle. Arendel takes a shotgun snap, being chased. Here comes a screen, and Arnold read it like a book. Arnold is there. Also in there to make that stop for Lebanon was Ellis Smith. They saw the ball being lobbed over their heads, and they retreated immediately, Bob Lee, and got back in cover.
Did a great job. Usually you don't see them catch on to it like that, but as they let the defensive line sift through, like you said, they saw it. It was like, turned around and goes back and makes the play.
Retreated and got there just as the receiver was hauling that thing in. Ball will be spotted, a -5, as Portland will go into punt formation. Sam Robinson will punt. They go to a spread punt look. They spread people all across the field. Robinson will kick it. A pop fly that is going to hit and bounce and take a Portland roll down to the 20. That was the local, not the express. 33 yards on the punt by the Panthers. 33 yards on the punt by the Panthers. No return. 6:56 to go in the third, and Lebanon leads the Panthers 28-20. Lebanon has dodged a cannonball as Mabry picked off a Deadman pass and apparently ran it back 89 yards for a touchdown. They were holding during the run back, and the Lebanon defensive unit held. 1st and 10 Blue Devils at the 20. Inside handoff, give it to Stafford, spins, twists, and he picks up about 3. Stafford has reached a 24-year high in rushing. He's over 268 yards from scrimmage. That's how long Terry Stafford has kept these stats, and there's been nobody in that time frame that has got that many yards in a single game. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Flag on the play. Motion Lebanon. Bobby and I talked earlier today, Bob, and he said you don't want to have those unforced errors, the illegal procedures, the bad snap counts, things like that. And a couple of those have haunted Lebanon tonight. Back it up 5. Put it at the 18. Turn, give it to Stafford. Weasels his way up to about the 20-yard line. Made just a little move and a cut, and he got up to the 20. Gain of 2 on that play. Bob Lee changing his vantage point as the ball is snapped. It's tough to see from a couple of spots up here. Ball's going to be at the 20. 3rd and 10. Deadman rolls right. Wants to throw. Has a man. Rhodes. And he picked up just a little. He didn't get much there at all. Lebanon will have to punt this thing away. Punt team comes in as Rhodes took the short catch. Got it to the 22. So Lebanon left in punt formation now. Sloan will be the punter. He's replaced Wills for the long snap duties. Deadman will kick it. Deep to return for the Panthers will be Kirkham. There's a kick. It's a spiral. It's going to be hauled in at the 50. He gets it out to the 40. And he is brought down by Mitchell McDonald. Rhodes also on that tackle. 28 yards off the foot of Deadman. 10 yards by Kirkham on the return. So the Panthers will put it in play. Down 8. 28-20. 4:56 to go in the third, and the ball squarely on the 40-yard line of Lebanon. Arundel is the quarterback. He has gone the whole way for the Panthers. Just a junior. High snap, give it to Goodnight as he powers for about 2, where he is met by DeQuarius Juicy Apple.
Well, McLean comes in and makes a big lick on him, too. He was able to bounce off and pick up a couple just from when contact was made.
Arnold at tackle. They snap it quickly, and they throw a grounder in there, and that's going to be incomplete. Arundel tried to hit Link on a turn in, and that one skipped just as it got to Link. They quick snapped it. They tried to get Lebanon adjusting that defensive group, and the pass goes incomplete. 3rd and 8 from the 38 of Lebanon. 3 receivers on the right.